Hello and welcome. Kerry here from Healing Humanity, the power of a proper human diet with my good buddy, JT, Poco Moonshine family. How's it going?
It's going great. How you guys doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing good. How are you guys doing in the comments there? Looks like we got a couple people on here already. Hey, we got Rick charging
Rick,
Mopar. For
what's
me, it's
good,
just
Rick?
any other day.
You know, he's been pumping out the content since I gave him my GoPro. He's just killing it.
Everyone check out Rick. We got to put Rick's channel in the sidebar. Everyone's got to check out Rick's channel.
Yeah, he's been saving ducks and everything, man. It's super good content.
That's awesome. I still haven't done the heart attack chicken yet. I don't know what's wrong with me. I get into this flow and I just do the same stuff over and over again. It's just the same things.
Well, you're a simple guy. There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Right. Well, so to lay this out, the purpose of this video today is to have fun, talk a little bit pre-Christmas. What are your guys' plans for Christmas as a carnivore? There's some things that we need to think about surviving the holidays as a carnivore. I did a video with Dante the other day, and Dante did a really good video this morning that had some good tips, so wanted to share some of that. I wanted to talk a little bit about 2024 and some big plans I've got up. I think JT has some big plans for 2024 as well, I'm sure. And then just have fun. I think a lot of people might not even jump on. Well, who knows? We got quite a few people on here. With the holidays and stuff, wanted to have a little bit of fun. I'm at the world-famous Montello Theater, and we're playing the movie Migration, and it was really busy rush up there.
They're all flocking up there, Kerry.
What about William? Is William a little too young for Migration, or is that would that be
he's right up there? He's watching all sorts of stuff. You know what kind of scared him a little bit was Mario.
Oh, really?
You know, when they went to the creepy world, and it was kind of dark at first. You know, when it kind of starts off that movie. So he was a little scared of that one, actually.
Understandable. I was gonna say next weekend we got Migration one more weekend. But I think you and I have other plans next week, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later, a week from today. So, yeah, exciting stuff going on. I wanted to do a couple quick shout-outs while people are jumping on here. Shout out Karen Harrington in the chat. She's amazing, always leaving really, really good comments. I was jumping around on streams earlier, and I was on Todd Bachnes, Carnivore Cure. Shout out Todd Bachnes. He's doing some amazing work over there. And Karen said hi to me over there, and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing this thing, JT. I have a new mantra. I am thankful, grateful, and blessed. Thankful, grateful, and blessed. I posted it on my community. I said, say it 24 times a day, because I try to remember that all the time. I think it's so important to have that sort of mindset. So I am thankful for Karen and all of her nice comments. I'm thankful for JT. I am thankful for all of these friends I've made. I was having a little bit of a rough day yesterday, and JT reached out to me. I got to shout out my buddy Adam, Carnivore Today. Adam might jump on a little bit later too. He said he's running some things around, but he might jump on a little bit later. And shout out Russ, Homesick Buckeye. JT, would you believe it? I got a phone call yesterday. It said Russ on my phone. I'm like, is this Homesick Buckeye, Russ? We talked on the phone a long time ago. We've done live streams and stuff together. Really good guy. So huge shout out. Check out all those people. There's so many great people in the carnivore community. That's been one of the biggest things. I'm on day 280, I think, something like that as a carnivore. But my goodness, the number of friends I have now, really good, close friends like you, JT, is something I'm really thankful for sure.
Yeah, it's something that has totally I have an abundance of friends now, and I've always wanted better friends, and it took a while because once I got off the music scene, I really sectioned myself off, and I wanted to rebuild myself, and I am so glad at my new friends that I have, and the carnivores are they're awesome, and yeah, it's amazing. I'm grateful for you too, man. We have a beautiful friendship, and it means the world to me.
Yes, likewise. This is a book JT got me. I was reading this earlier today. There's some really good stuff in here. Here's the other book we talked about a few times. Hey, shout out Sandra, too. Sandra, One Hope for All. She's always so encouraging and nice in the comments.
Sandra, you know, I got a mantra, too, Kerry. I'm a rich child of a loving universe.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
Everyone's got to have a mantra, right? Jeff DeProsperous is, I'm on a journey to be cancer-free. I love that one.
I love it. I got it in my head, too. He kept saying it, and I was like, dude, keep saying it, man. I love it, dude. It's like a song, man. Just keep burning it in your head and then say it over and over, and you're your mind will start to believe it, and the magic happens. It's
Yep.
awesome.
And shout out Jeff DeProsperous too. Blessings on my journey. Everyone check out his channel if you haven't. He's doing a short every single day, including like through the holidays, where he repeats just that. I'm on a journey to be cancer free, but he's sharing his journey and all these things he's doing. He's in the hyperbaric chamber now.
You seen Deadpool, right, Kerry?
Yes.
Remember they put him in the oxygen tank, but they turned it down on him to activate his superhero genes. But I see Jeff in there, and I'm like, dude, this dude really is a superhero, because I've been calling him that. And then I see him in there, I'm like, dude, he reminds me of Deadpool. Like, love this dude.
100%. You see what I got here? JT, it happened so quick. I don't blame you. You didn't see me flick this open, did you?
Whoa. Hey, whoa.
Shout out Bill Knott, another really good friend. I think I'm in Bill. Leave a comment. Am I annoying you? I talk to Bill like multiple times a day. We were talking earlier quite a bit. Oh, huge shout out. That was the other shout out. Shout out JT's mom. Let's shout out JT's mom right now. JT's mom is awesome. Bill is awesome. JT's mom loves Bill, and she made Bill a beautiful blanket, and Daisy a blanket as well. And Bill just sent a video to myself, and I forwarded it over to JT for his mom, thanking, with Daisy wrapped up in the blanket. So that was pretty cool.
I haven't sent it to her yet. When she gets it, though, or when she sees it, she's just going to melt, because she absolutely loves herself some Bill, man.
I said that to Bill just I don't know, like an hour ago when I was talking to him. I'm like, Bill, JT's mom loves you. My mom loves you. I'm like,
you guys. Bill's content more than she watches mine.
Mine too. Absolutely. Yeah. My mom doesn't even ask me about me or what's going on. She's like, what's going on with my mom? I'm not even making this up. My mom's probably watching right now too. My mom has called me specifically to ask questions about Bill. She didn't even ask anything about me. What's going on with Bill? What's going on with this and that? So, yeah,
Bill
is awesome.
Take a picture of your comment that you said. Yeah, there you go. Put it on the screen. I'll take a picture of that for my mother. Thanks, Bill. She's going to love that, man. You just made her Christmas, buddy.
Awesome. So we're going to talk, speaking of Christmas, that's a good transition. We're going to talk a little bit about Christmas. We're going to have, JT and I always have fun on here. We're going to talk a little bit about Christmas. We're going to talk a little bit about New Year's, what are our plans in the New Year's. I think our friend Bill Knott has some big plans in the New Year's. He was telling me about earlier, some things he wanted to do a little bit differently on his YouTube channel. But one of the big things is Christmas Eve tomorrow. I'm having a bunch of family over. What are your plans, JT? I wanted to talk a little bit about being a carnivore around the holidays. It seems to be the toughest time for people. What do you got going on?
We're going to go to my great-grandfather. Well, not William's great-grandfather. My grandfather. He's 93-year-old. He's ketovore now. But we're going to go over there. We're going to spend some time together. We're going to eat some food. I'm going to eat carnivore. He's going to eat carnivore. Like a lot of the family is actually getting into keto now. Surprisingly, because I haven't bothered them about it. I don't message them about carnivore, and it seems to just the lack of getting on them about what they're eating. They seem to be watching me more and then gravitating this way. So I think this holiday party should be a lot better for the food. Now, there'll still be duck food there because not everybody eats carnivore, but We're going to go there. We're going to eat some food. We'll probably watch a church service on the TV. We'll open up some presents. We'll sit by the fire, and we're just going to hang out and just to get to enjoy each other as family. But I'm going to be eating carnivore no matter what's at the party. So
nice.
It's just what I'm doing, man. I'm being strict with it.
Yeah. Same for me. Christmas Eve, we're having family over at the house. Not a big gathering. I'm so excited for tomorrow. We have Emma's got on this little kick with these turkey breasts you get from Costco. And they're already pre-cooked and they're really good. We've got our Amish wood cook stove and we've always have a fire going in wintertime. So we just throw it in the stove and it's not that much work, but I am doing a prime rib roast. I am smoking a huge 5-pound thing of prime rib on the smoker. So I got to get up a little bit early tomorrow. I am really looking forward to that. A couple of my actually Walmart. Now, normally that would be the thing I try to get from my neighbor, but I have been having trouble. First of all, I got to get back to my neighbor, but the last time I was there, the good stuff was gone. So part of it was my fault because we did a couple big videos for them promoting them, and they're actually advertising on the big screen now. So it's like, I'm like, can you just call me when you get your stuff in? Because what'll happen is they'll get a big order of steaks and everything like that, and then all the ribeyes and steaks will just go like that, and it's just a bunch of ground beef left. So
that's why I have Roger from Schmidt Century Farm. I'm like, dude, you call me as soon as the beef bacon is in stock, man. And he usually will put like 1 or 2 to the side for me in case they really go quick, which they have been. People like that beef bacon.
JT, am I sounding good? Every time I'm doing a video lately, people are saying my mic's weird.
I don't know. Maybe I got bad ears or something, because every time I do a video, your mic sounds just fine. So,
all right, I'll make sure to talk right here. So yeah, I am doing a big prime rib roast, smoking it in the smoker for several hours. A couple of carnivore friends sent me some pictures that they had done this same thing, and that's what planted the seed. And then yesterday I was in the big town, a half hour away from here, so I went and picked one of those up.
Says your gain's a little high on your mic, I guess.
All right, here, let me make a little adjustment. Hopefully that'll be better.
It's a little low, just up a tad.
How about right there? Test. Right this
there.
Is all right. Yeah, so we're having a bunch of family over. Here's one tip, and this, again, I always love giving credit where credit is due. Big fan of Dante Ferrigno Freedom. We did a live stream together with Kevin and Larry from Carnivore Soldier. We had some good conversations. But then yesterday, Dante did a video, and one of the pieces of advice he gave, I left him a comment because I love this piece of advice. He said, one thing you can do when family starts talking about carnivore, or not even that, if they start talking about, hey, why are you the only one just sitting there eating a big piece of prime rib, Kerry? He said, one of the things you can consider saying, first of all, is, number one, are you sure that on Christmas Eve you want to be discussing what I'm eating? Like, I'm happy to discuss it, but are you sure that's what we want to be doing right now? We're celebrating the birth of our Lord. This is what it's for. Is this what you want to do? I thought that was really cool because I hadn't thought about that before. Like, and then it was kind of cool too because, I'm a big movie fan. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Jack Reacher.
No, I've never seen that one.
There's a cool scene in there where Jack Reacher there's a group of guys and they want to fight him, and he's right before the fight starts. He says, "Remember, you wanted this." And then he just beats them all up. He tears them all up. So I said to Dante, I was like, yeah, so you ask them, are you sure you want to talk about this? And then of course, when they say, yes, I do, I'm going to say, remember, you wanted to do this now, because here we go. Let's go. Because yeah, I tend to talk a little bit too much about carnivore, but I'm going to take it a little bit easy. But that was some advice Dante had that I really liked. And then he said, try to take it offline. If someone wants to talk, if someone's genuinely interested and they want to help them, take them off to the side and try to talk to them. So I thought that was some good advice as well. But in terms of staying carnivore, I don't think I'm going to have a problem. I'm really looking forward to it. I planned this big meal and I'm really looking forward to it. Plus, it's kind of fun. Besides the prime rib roast, we're going to have turkey and some other things going. So it should be a good time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. It's my favorite time of the year. Halloween and Christmas. I love it.
Yeah, likewise. So that's Christmas. If you guys in the shout out Graham, we got to catch up, buddy. I went on vacation. I came back. Carnivore Transformer. How you doing, Graham? You got any plans for the holidays? Paul Hill. Oh, I agree with. I got to show this one too. I'll talk about movies all day. Tom Cruise was the wrong choice for Reacher. Al Richardson in the TV series is much better. 100%. JT, you got to see Jack Reacher. I think it's on Amazon Prime. The guy that plays it. Perfect.
That scene you mentioned, how he says, well, you asked for this. That reminds me of A Bronx Tale. Do you ever see that one?
Oh, it's been a long time, but yeah.
Those bikers go into the bar and then they ask them to leave because they're being rowdy and throwing bottles, and they said, no, we're not going to leave. And then they lock the door and say, well, now you can't leave. And then they beat them up.
Nice.
Yeah, so that reminded me of that. So I think people just got to stay focused out here, man. I seen someone in there talking about staying on track with their goals and having emotions and not eating over their emotions. That's very important.
Right. Awesome. All right. Hopefully my mic is good now. I'll stay back a little bit. Man, I have the worst mic problems. This is a newer one too. It's been giving me some issues. So that's the holidays. JT, what you got? Any big plans? New Year's resolutions, carnivore things you're planning? Anything for 2024?
New Year's resolutions. I want to just get better at the things I'm already good at, and then I want to stop and limit and reduce the things that aren't serving me, like negative habits or things like that. Like being bored and zoning out on TV, or just mindlessly flicking through YouTube or something. When I could be working on a video or something like that. So I want to get some books finished. I want to see my abs. I'm very close. My stomach's very flat. They're starting to poke out, so it's great. I had to see it through. I had a plateau there for a while, man, for like 2 months where I couldn't lose weight to save my life. So man, you just got to stick to it. Just keep doing your thing. Just keep eating carnivore. And I feel like I'm finally now got past that, and I'm starting to make changes now. So it's hyping me up for that New Year's resolution to get my body to the it's not a goal weight, but it's a goal look, I guess, a physique or whatever, I guess. And it's just a new carnivore goal I have. And I also would like to get a new grill this year. That would be cool. And we're getting some new cooking devices around the house. So I want to level up my carnivore game. And we just went through the cupboards at the house here and got rid of so much junk that pre-carnivore junk, duck food and stuff that I just haven't gotten. I just went right into carnivore and just didn't even bother to, like get rid of old stuff like old vegetable oil, old sugars and flour and crap like that. So that was a goal, and we already knocked that out. So now that we got the space, now I want to fill up those new spaces with, like a new air fryer. Eventually get one of those little green eggs. Like I love that. Yeah, I want to do and take the content too this year to the next level. For the sake of I want to incorporate people more in the content besides it just being about me and my family. It is, like it's a family channel, but my family is very big on giving back and helping out people. So I want to make sure we double down on that for 2024 and just go big, man. Go real big as far as getting people on here and giving back, sharing stories.
Do you, on the air fryer front, do you have one now?
Yeah, I've got one of those egg ones, those little egg-shaped ones.
Right.
We're getting like a rectangle one that's like a double decker.
Just get the one if you haven't gotten it yet. Shout out Bill Knott. I copied Bill. I was like, I want the exact one you have. His has the a coil on the top lid. So when you're cooking a steak, it's got heat from the bottom and the top.
Ooh.
And you broil a steak. Oh, it comes out perfect. So little air fryer tip for
I'll
you
have
there.
to get that link from you later.
Yeah, I had it in here actually for the 24-hour live stream, but I've since brought it home because I liked it so much. I liked it better than the one at home. So I've been using. In fact, I cooked up a ribeye on that thing today, and it was excellent.
That's the sucker that got our link or our stream shut down, I think.
Yes, yeah. Had to eat.
I remember it all right. I remember. Right?
No.
Yeah, that's all I heard was no.
Hey, my sound is perfect now. That's awesome. Yeah, so for 2024, similar plans. So I want to just get into more consistent routine. I had it going for a long time in summertime where every single morning I'd wake up, I'd get the sunshine in my eyes first thing, I'd get my feet grounded in the ground, and I'd do my exercises. I didn't miss a day. Then when it got cold out, I did it a couple times when I was doing my 8-day fast with my buddy Jeff DeProsperous, right through the snow, and that was kind of fun and adventurous for 8 days or so. But then I've been slacking since then. I've just been busy on other things, so it's
got to do it for 30 to 90 days if you want to make it a habit.
Yeah, it's just tricky. There's always an excuse though too, but it's like, man, there's snow on the ground. It's freezing out now. Summertime, the birds are chirping. It's nice and warm. The sun's right out early, but
it's winter, man. It's tough. It's tough to motivate and to stick with that decision, but it's up to you, man.
Right. Or at least I need a plan B. Maybe do a workout regimen in the house when it's that freezing out or something.
That's what I'm adding in. I don't have a gym membership, and I want to just kind of prove to people that you really don't need a dang gym membership to get in physical shape and to look good and to feel good.
Yes. Okay. Another shout out. This is going to be the shout out hour. These are the Christmas presents. I already shouted out Jeff DeProsperous, Dr. Robert Kiltz. Love that guy. Jeff was on with Robert Kiltz, Dr. Robert Kiltz, and it was a fantastic interview. Dr. Kiltz does like a half hour on YouTube, and then the rest is on Spotify. But I just have like a free Spotify account, so I was able to listen to and watch the whole thing. It was a great interview from both of them. It's just a wonderful conversation. One thing Dr. Kilt said that I want to incorporate a little bit more into my 2024 is he was just talking to Jeff and he started lifting up a dumbbell and then he lifted up another one and he's like, I got this stuff everywhere. So around my desk, I got a dumbbell. He's like, over there, I got a pull-up bar. And so like every room, his house, his office, no matter where he is, there's something constantly there. I'm like, I did that a little bit. I've got some dumbbells in my office, but I want to ramp that up some more. So it's like right here, I should have a dumbbell right here. Like I'm waiting.
You got to set your environment up for success. You know, like you ain't gonna have a baby and not make a nursery.
Right.
You gotta set the baby's environment up for success. You know, and we're no different.
Right. And especially when we're sitting here on a live stream or something like that, or there's 15 minutes before the live stream, I see it sitting there. I'm going to see it. I got to do it. You kind of turn it into a little bit of a game.
Right away in the morning, man. When I wake up and before my son's even up, I'll just start pumping. I keep them right at the edge of the bed. So that way I see it. And I just start pumping weights, doing push-ups, sit-ups.
Yeah.
Beast mode, you know?
Speaking of another person
David,
that's pretty awesome.
Doing, buddy?
DC, learning to live. I saw you earlier for a little bit. I had to run, but you were on a live stream. I think it was with Todd. Todd and Legendary. I call her Legendary, Limitless Lindy, and Mike, I think. Shout out to you guys too. Yeah, so those are some things. And then in terms of YouTube and stuff like that, my biggest focus now is it has been this whole time, but now that we have the most of the footage is the documentary. And just yesterday, I was working on this for a couple hours, going through the footage, and we're trying to basically what we're doing is trying to make like a 6-minute version of the movie with the content that we have so far. But I don't want to just rush and put it all together. And the thing I'm struggling with right now, JT, is, you know, the depression video, which again, shout out, JT was in that. Ellie, Nourishment Redacted, she submitted to that. Todd Bachner, so many people. That video, there's so much good stuff in there that I want to include in this 6-minute trailer. But like, what do you include and what do you cut out? And you have to get it down. I can't have it be that video that we did is 26 minutes, I think, or 28 minutes. So trying to condense that down. It's a struggle. It's a good problem to have. I would rather have more content to work with than less.
Yeah, you always want to have more than you need.
Yeah, so that's my big thing immediately. I mean, not even for 2024, the remainder of this year I'm working on is condensing that down and getting that 6-minute version. And then we're going to go out to Angel Studios and submit that as a prototype. And then we're going to have that to share with the world. So I could share it with JT. I could share it with everyone on here. A lot of the footage that I haven't been able to share yet. Because again, I said it 1,000 times, but for those that are new here, the footage that I took of Bill, Jeff DeProsperous, Maggie, man, we got some great footage. I showed that on YouTube. I can't show it in the documentary. Dr. Tony Hampton was amazing. Adam knocked it out of the park, man. We got such good footage of him as well. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys and then sharing it with the studios and then going on to the next step. The only other question we have is we're really strongly considering filming Dr. Barry for this pre-movie trailer. We're filming Dr. Barry no matter what, but are we going to do the big Dr. Barry shoot now, or are we going to do a quick one just so we can get this pre-movie trailer done? Those are the big things I'm working on. Then in general on YouTube, I'm just going to keep doing Healing Humanity, carnivore content. But JT and I were talking about this a little bit earlier. Switching it up a little bit more, getting a little bit more creative, because there's lots of people doing live streams like this. And I like the live streams because I love the community. But there's other things we could be doing. For example, one thing that people really seemed to like was when I went out and filmed Bill, I had just this impromptu conversation with the bus driver at the airport about carnivore for like 10 minutes. And by the end of it, he was like ready to do carnivore. It was really fun. And then I got this shirt, I eat only meat, ask me why. I want to do more things like that, going out into the public. And JT and I were talking about doing some stuff like that together that I'm really excited about too. So
yeah, I like talking to strangers and I like making strangers my new friends. So it's going to be fun. And I know, I think some of you guys, when me and Kerry get together, you expect us to, kind of go outside the box and do something fun. And we're going to deliver for you guys. It's going to be good. That's another goal of mine for next year, for 2024. I want to have my channel hit 100,000 subscribers.
Yes.
I'm going to do it. I don't know what the video is going to be, but I know there's going to be some content, some good stuff coming out it's going to help me get there.
For sure. It's just going to take one video, JT. It's going to happen. Boom. It's going to take off.
Well, I've gotten 1,000 subscribers off of one video and none off others. So you got to keep making content and then find what people enjoy and then find what you enjoy too and what other people enjoy at the same time.
So it's stuff like carnivores on the streets, like talking to people in the public and of course getting their permission and everything to film them. But that's going to be a lot of fun.
Are you guys ready for me and Kerry hitting the public to talk about carnivore together?
Stay tuned. A week from today, JT got a plan. We got a plan. I think I briefly mentioned it the other day, but JT and I are doing something pretty exciting 1 week from today. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Carnivore's gone wild, man. We're gonna be going crazy. Not that wild, but we're still gonna be going, crazy enough to try to meet strangers and stuff. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited for it.
I'm also excited in the new year 2024. So change the content up a little bit, not just these live streams after live streams, but also doing some more public meetups. The Chicago meetup was just incredible. It was so much fun. I'm really tempted. I know I've been saying it for a while to do one here at the world famous Montello movie theater. It's just, I'm so far out. I just don't know if a lot of people would show up or not, but even if a couple people showed up, it'd be cool.
I think you'd be surprised.
Yeah, I think I would too, because like I keep saying, it's amazing. Every weekend, I'm seeing more and more carnivores coming in.
There's some people from Minnesota, Canada. You can get them from all over Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a good buddy that I met locally. His name is Jeff. Shout out Jeff if he's watching. I got a lot of friends named Jeff now. This is not Jeff DeProsperous, a different Jeff, but he showed me a video on his phone, JT. He's a carnivore, and he's got a pond in his backyard. And I think he had to break it up with like a sledgehammer while it was freezing in the wintertime, and he jumped in. He did like the Wim Hof thing. So I was actually talking to him yesterday. I'm like, is your pond broken up? Because Emma and I have been talking about doing that. So shout out Emma, too. She's got her new channel. She's starting to post.
If you really want to do it, I'll take you to my parents. They got a bass pond. You can hop right back in there, buddy.
If I'm going, you're going with me. There's no way you're not going in there with me.
Yeah, we got a dock. We can jump right off the dock, man.
Right? Emma wants to do it too, which I don't know if that's good parenting or not, but she's 16, right? She can make her own decisions. Should be fine.
Yeah, I can ask him if it's frozen. If you want to do it, let me know. We'll go out to West Bend by my parents and we'll make it happen. We'll jump in there. I'll do it with you.
Are we talking about a week from today now?
Whatever. You let me know.
It'd be interesting. There's all sorts of benefits to that too. I did the cold plunge with Jeff. Jeff's done several more since then. Every time I see him doing one, I'm like, I got to catch up. I should be doing another one. So
Jeff's killing it, man. He's on his challenge, his 21-day challenge. He's killing it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the best. And he's doing some great interviews with people. I'm really enjoying his it's so funny. This isn't flattery either. I'm being sincere. Bill Knott is awesome as a YouTuber. But what are the odds of that, JT, that Bill would just happen to be never talked in front of camera before or anything like that, and he's awesome. And now you have Jeff DeProsperous, too, who just out of the blue, he's never done YouTube. He's 43. I think he's 44 years old. He's 1 year older than me. Never done YouTube, just starts doing YouTube, just knocks it out of the park. Jeff is a teacher, so I guess it makes sense. He's used to speaking, but it's kind of crazy. I guess
Hey, Bill is teaching us all many life lessons too. He really is. Just by leading by example. He's teaching about bravery, passion, and even compassion for other people. Because I remember he had a while there where people were trying to scam in his name, and the video he made the scammer was so just beautiful and sweet, man. And he wasn't mad at him at all. And he's just a great guy, man. A great example. Like if anybody wants to be a good person, man, I suggest you try to be like Bill.
Yeah. Hey, we should do that as a t-shirt. Be like Bill.
Be like Bill. I love that.
The world needs more Bills. I've said that about a very few people. The world needs more Bills. The world needs more Jeff DeProsperous. The world needs more Dwight Garlow, Jeff's friend, Dwight. I have some footage from him. Again, it might go in the documentary, but after I was done meeting Dwight, I said the world, I meant this sincerely, the world needs more Dwights. Dwight is just an amazing guy, an amazing friend to Jeff, just a really caring, nice guy. You meet people every now and then, JT, you could just tell their intentions. Mm-hmm. And their intentions are to be a good person and to help other people. Their intentions are to make money or get rich or scam people or try to get ahead. There's some people out there who just have really good intentions. Dr. Barry, Dr. Tony Hampton, huge example of that. I mean, that guy could.
Speaking of intentions, when people don't get the best results, that they could get. I think a lot of us beat ourselves up, you know, and put ourselves down, but we have to remember that we have good intentions, and that's going to help you keep your spirits up when things aren't always going your way. Just remember that you're a great person and you have great intentions. Don't ever forget that.
Yep, for sure. Good stuff. All right, so it looks like we got a couple questions. If you guys have any questions, this is just a fun conversation. Shoot it out. Here's Charger Mopar Rick. My intention was,
but I just want to tell them towards the end, I'm going to give them some tips on self-sabotage so they don't sabotage next year. So make sure you guys stay tuned this whole thing. And let's get into Rick here.
Rick says, my intention was to have a heart attack, but now it is to share the fun of this lifestyle with others. He's doing a good job at that.
No, Rick is, man, he has, you know, I first met Rick at the 11-hour live stream that you did. Remember that one?
Yes. I don't want to think about it, but I remember.
That was 11 and not 12, half a day. Any reason?
No, actually, that was a 10-hour, but I think it went to 11.
10, okay.
Yeah.
I met him at that, and Rick was kind of like, I don't know, just kind of standoffish. He kind of had like a, not a smug look, but he had like just a grumpy look on his face. And now when I see him, man, he's always smiling. He looks very bright and vibrant. He's talking to everybody on every channel. I mean, Rick is just, he's catching like wildfire, and I'm excited for him. And you guys, I gave him my GoPro, my last camera, because I got a new one. He is killing it on his newest content. You guys got to go to Rick's channel and check his stuff out. Like, you name it, he's doing it. I'm proud of you, Rick.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick is awesome.
A great guy who's a great example of a great human being. I mean, Rick just, he does his own thing. He's into what he's into. He's not into what he's not into. And that's just Rick, and he don't bother nobody. And I think more of us could stand to go inside and see what we like and what we don't like, and pursue those things, and don't bother other people. The world would be a better place. Yeah, like go to his shorts, man. I love everything. He's been riding around in the truck. Show the lizard jumping in the water right there. Lizards can swim.
Oh, there goes lunch.
It's gone, man. That thing's gone.
Was that what, Rick, was that what you're like? Oh, man, my lunch. Gone. No more dinner.
Yeah. When it gets too cheap, he said he'll take the net down by the river. Yeah, and look at those duckies. Look at the duck he saved, man.
Let's check on Mr. Ducky or Mrs. Ducky.
He scared me for a second.
Oh, there we go. Look at you.
Look how cute this is.
You've recovered nicely. Look at that. All dried up. Energy's back. Look at that.
And he reunites the little baby ducky in the other video with the mom. It's so cute, man.
Now see?
That's awesome. Shout out Rick, Charger Mopar. Check him out. Oh, I was going to copy his channel down and put it in the side here. Let me grab that quick. Got to give some credit where due. So here's Rick.
He's just opened up now, like totally since the first time I met him. Everybody is just really embracing the Rick lifestyle, and it's awesome.
Yeah. So shout out Rick. I just put his channel. If you guys aren't subscribed already, come on. You guys, everyone here probably already is, but hey, we got 173 people on here. Go give Rick a subscription. Check him out. Left it in the chat there on the side. So let's see. We got a couple questions in the sidebar here.
Yeah. What do you guys want to know?
Let's see. DC Learning to Live. Kerry, will it develop into a documentary series? Great question. Yes, I believe so. I really do believe so now. I don't want to commit to that at this point, but the plan is to do a really solid, strong documentary. But I am realizing now there is no way to give credit to each one of these different things. The depression one, the video that I just did on depression, that was 28 minutes. We could condense that down a little bit, but even if we get it down to say 20 minutes, and then each one of these, it's just going to end up being way too long, and cancer is going to be longer. So yes, I think that is going to be what happens. We're going to try to do a really good, first we're going to do the trailer, then we're going to do the initial documentary, and then after that have a series where we can have a whole episode dedicated to mental health, a whole episode dedicated to cancer as well.
It's like you got 6 Chucky movies, and now there's the Chucky TV series. I mean, whatever, man. You know, I mean, if there's more stories to share, like I think do it as many ways. Make a documentary, make the series, make another documentary, make another series, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Sandra, one hope for all. Kerry, do you know how to do polls on a live? Was watching a live one day. They took a poll, forgot the question, but it was fun. Just have to think of what to ask. I don't know how to do a poll on a live. I'm not sure.
I wonder if they're doing that, if they're going live through YouTube, because we're on live on YouTube, but we're working it through StreamYard, and I wonder if StreamYard doesn't have access to that stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Though there's something to look into, Sandra.
Todd Bachner's Carnivore Cure today with Lindy. They were doing a giveaway. They were giving away some Healing Humanity shirts. I just happened to pop on. I wish I would have been on there a little bit earlier, but I had to run here to the theater. It's been a crazy day, JT. We had a free movie earlier at the theater, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Love that movie. I've seen that movie a million times. I've never seen it on the big screen until today. So we had a decent rush of people coming, and that was a free movie we just sponsored for the community.
That's a good free movie, man. Chevy Chase, man. Come on.
Nice turnout. And then, now we have Migration, which is going nuts up there too. So Mariano, truck driver here, came across one of your videos on November 27th. As of today, the 23rd of December, I'm 30 pounds down. Thank you so much. Going for 100. Awesome. You can do it.
Good for you.
It gets better and better, my friend. Just stick to it.
Don't stop doing whatever got you those results. Because some people get a little bit of success, then they just turn on the air conditioners and they cool it down. They're like, oh, that's enough. No, man, whatever you did to get those results, double down on it. Don't just keep doing it. Double down on it. Let's get even more success. Let's go.
Gray Wolf Graphics. Anyone had any problems with vertigo or dizziness on Carnivore? What about you, JT?
No, you might be needing some electrolytes, maybe. I only got dizzy on Carnivore when I was fasting, and then I got the flu. And I think it was just because the flu. It had nothing to do with Carnivore.
Same.
Or the fast. I mean, the fast maybe didn't help that I didn't have, but that flu made me dizzy as hell.
Yeah, I have never been dizzy or vertigo on Carnivore. I had vertigo before starting Carnivore because I have a low ejection fraction and heart issues. I used to stand up and I would get dizzy. That is gone on Carnivore. But when I did a fast, I did a 5-day and then an 8-day fast on Carnivore. I had a couple of times where I was a little dizzy when I stood up too quickly. And yeah, just like JT said, usually electrolytes. Got some good questions here. Appreciate the questions. David Hunter, question. If you would do an episode dedicated to type 2 diabetes, that would be great. Is that in the plans? Yes. Type 2 diabetes is a big part of it. One of the big reasons for that, too, is one of the things that ultimately convinced me to try Carnivore was a video about type 2 diabetes. And of all of my ailments and health issues and everything, I didn't have type 2 diabetes, but I watched like every Dr. Berry video, and then he did a video on type 2 diabetes and reversing it. And I have a whole bunch of family that's had type 2 diabetes for years and years and years. And in my brain, I'm like, you can't reverse type 2 diabetes. You just get that and you're on insulin for the rest of your life. I didn't know that. And then I watched Dr. Berry's video on, it was called Reversing Type 2 Diabetes. And there was like 1,000 comments from people saying, Dr. Berry, you saved my life. My A1C went from this to this. I no longer need insulin. I've lost like 50 pounds. It was just like 1,000 comments of people saying that. That was when I was like, there is something to this thing. And just like, at first I was like, Dr. Berry's like a scam artist. There's no way this guy's talking about eating bacon and stuff. But then when I started reading all these comments from individuals, I'm like, I need to look into this Carnivore thing a lot closer for sure.
Change what you look at, and the things you look at change. It's just a perspective, and he's got a different perspective on it, and it totally just brightens up your world.
The last thing, I'm sorry, I was rambling on that one too. So absolutely, we want to cover type 2 diabetes. The other reason, and we've already filmed a big portion of this, is the wonderful Dr. Tony Hampton. He wrote a book about type 2 diabetes, and when I interviewed him along with Adam from Carnivore Today, shout out Adam, in Chicago, we asked him, several of our questions were specifically about type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Dr. Hampton is like the go-to expert for that. One thing we are still looking for, though, are individuals that have type 2 diabetes and have done the Carnivore diet. We have some, but I'm looking for more, like a really compelling story. There's a couple where it's like, yeah, we did keto and then kind of overcame the type 2 diabetes, and then we did Carnivore. It'd be really cool if someone had a really good dedicated Carnivore story with type 2 diabetes. So if there's anyone out there that fits that, please let me know for sure. We'd be interested.
Yeah, I'd email you at homesteadhow@gmail.com, right? If they're interested.
Yes, homesteadhow@gmail.com for sure. Brett, who's your carnivore? Maybe this is the guy right here. Brett, carnivore
Brett.
got me over type 2 diabetes. Brett, we got to do a big video together still. Shout out Brett too, another good friend, awesome carnivore. He's got a big thing coming up, JT. He's doing an 8.
Like the Cast Iron King, man.
Yes. Oh, and he's got a really good video. I'm sure a couple, but the one I watched making his smash burgers outside on his porch. Ooh, those things look good. But
he's got one of those like flat top grills.
Yes. Yep.
You don't mess around. Like Brett's got the equipment, man.
Well, so when Jeff was doing his fast, and then I copied Jeff, I'm like, I'll do it with you, buddy. We'll kind of go side by side. Who's your carnivore? Brett was the first one. You did it too. Like so many people jumped on. You guys are all amazing. We're like, I'm going to fast with you. I'm going to fast with you. Who's your carnivore? Brett. He's got a big fast coming up. He's doing an 8-day fast in January 1. So
I'll have to get ready.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I should just commit to it. I'm going to talk to Jeff and see how that coincides with his too, because maybe we can all do it at the same time.
Man, if that's what I can do to help a guy out like Jeff, man, that ain't nothing, dude. It's a blip in time, man. You know, your whole life is a blip in time, man.
Well,
what is 8 days?
Well, so many people said to me too, like, you've lost all your weight. You don't need to do this. Yes, I was doing it to help a friend, Jeff, but selfishly, it was helping me. There's all sorts of health benefits to fasting. I felt so good by day 8 of that. Like one of the things that happens is your mitochondria starts to recycle, and you get rid of the bad stuff and you get rid of the good stuff. And everything I've learned is oftentimes cancer is caused by damage to mitochondria. So who knows what that 8-day did for me? Maybe, I don't know. I felt amazing afterwards though. So
that's all that matters, man. And then you helped out a friend. So it's a win-win.
No Insanity Renee, another awesome person leaving great comments. I'm so ready for the documentary to be done. Me too. I know it takes time, but I'm impatient. I hear you, Renee, 100%. I appreciate that comment. You sound like my dad. I visited my dad down in Florida.
Dads are the best, man. I swear.
He's like, isn't this thing done yet? Here's the thing, guys. Just think about this. Our friend Bill Nott is on here. He's one of the main stories we're following for the documentary. He's on month 4, and the purpose of the documentary was to follow people for a year. So Bill's got 7-8 months left before we still got to go back and film them again and again and again.
Be
so
comfortable, guys, and then we got to edit, and there's a lot of work. And if you guys want something that's going to change the world, it's got to have a lot of magic put into it, a lot of effort, a lot of just good thought work and ideas, and that's what's going on.
Well, it's very hard. People don't realize too, because we're trying to get the utmost quality. So like when we filmed Dr. Hampton, we had 2 Netflix cameras, lights, audio, like it was a legit studio. So it's very expensive, but then also you have a limited amount of time with people and you got to travel. So it takes time because the people's journey takes time. And then it also takes time because we're fundraising for this. So it's like we raise some funds, let's go film. We raise some funds, let's go film. If we had unlimited funds right now, I would be out just filming Dr. Barry right now. Now, I'm not saying we don't have funds. We still do have funds, but we're trying to use those smart and not just burn through all of them.
Well, yeah, we ain't got no, Bill Gates funds here, but we're, we got enough to get started and all that.
Right. And the big expense is going to be these big doctors, like filming Dr. Barry and some of those. We already did Dr. Hampton, but there's lots of experts that are going to be participating. So that's the other thing. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we're going to do the pre-movie trailer, right? And then we're trying to get that to Angel Studios. And Angel Studios is kind of like a GoFundMe or Kickstarter on their own. There's millions of people that are already on Angel Studios app, and they can watch our trailer and vote up or down for it. And I guarantee you, like, how could they watch this and not? I think it's going to do very well.
It's going to smash, man.
And then once we have that, then we'll have more resources and stuff to really speed things up. Hopefully, that's the plan. So appreciate it. Hey, we got a super chat. Mona, love you, Kerry and JT.
Oh, thank you, Mona.
Please tell me how long your withdrawal symptoms lasted when you first started. What day did the lights turn on in your brain?
Ooh, that was day 27 for me because I didn't even want to smoke any pot that day. Honestly, I had such a weird, it was just such a weird day, man. I tried smoking, couldn't get high, ate a ribeye. I felt like I was Superman. I mean, and I was like, wow, I don't even need weed anymore. I just love ribeyes, man. I love eating carnivore. I love meat. Like, it's just no sugar crashes. Like, so I would say around day 27 is when I felt just completely enlightened.
I love that. I love how you have the precise date 27.
I'll never forget it, man. It's the day I quit smoking. So
Nice.
yeah.
That's awesome. I'm not as accurate as JT. I always tell people everyone is different. So even if I told you it was day 24 for me, it could very well be different for you. Mine is hard to judge because I did keto on and off. And I think that really helped me because I was doing keto before I did carnivore. I was having salad and vegetables and stuff like that, but I was in or close to being in ketosis. So I think it happened. A lot of the things people are like, oh, you had so many results that happened. Like, is it genetics? Is it what? Maybe part of it's genetics. Maybe part of it's because I'm a man. I think it's easier for men than women. I think part of it's age too. But I think a big part of it was I was doing keto before. So it happened pretty quickly for me in the first couple weeks. I started feeling better, like the brain fog and depression and symptoms like that. But again, it's different from everybody. I know a lot of good advice from some doctors, like give it 60 days. Some people say 30 days. But really
give it a damn week, man. You're going to never want to get off the diet. You're going to be like, man, I stopped snoring. I've lost a couple pounds. I feel more energetic. You're going to be like, let me do one more week. Let me do one more week. And you'll just keep doing one more week until you just feel like a Superman.
9 day. I'm sorry. I thought it was 8 day. Oh, that's right. Brett already did an 8 day. That was his longest. So Brett and I are tied. I did the 8 day with Jeff. He did the 8 day. So now he's going for 9. But like he says here, it starts on January 1st. You don't have to do 9 days. We are all in different places in our journey. Fast as long as you like and share your experience. Yes, let's go. Love it.
Let's go. I'll be in on that, Brett.
And there's time too. What is that? Over a week before, at least a week. I don't even know. I'm bad with my dates right now, but you could do a little OMAD here and kind of ease into it. But if you're doing carnivore, and then you go into the fast, it's so much easier than if you're doing the standard American diet into the fast because you're already in ketosis, which is one of the hardest parts of getting in there.
Just make sure you take your electrolytes. Kerry was getting on me about that because I wouldn't do it. And I still don't think that was the problem. I didn't take no electrolytes, but I got the flu, man. So
maybe I was just no, I don't know. Jeff D was the one that really enforced that with me, and he does a shot of electrolytes in the morning. It's like drinking ocean water, and I did that every morning. Instead of filling this up with like electrolytes and then all day having that kind of salty, just one big shot. He would do that every morning, so I started doing that. And
so Jeff takes electrolytes?
Yes.
Yep. If Jeff takes them, I might try them once in a while.
Yeah. David Hunter said, hey, Bill Nutt, you have really inspired me to get serious with carnivore. Awesome. You and a lot of other people. Bill, you got to remember that, buddy. Every time you got to remember that. Inspiring so many people. Awesome, David. You can do it.
Yeah, and Bill, he's a natural. He's just being himself, and that's why I love, man. He's not doing anything out of the extraordinary, but then just going through his journey and being an example of just a good human being. And man, he makes it look so easy, Bill. I love it. You got to have the lighter too in the other hand.
Yes, I use the lighter. JT got me a lighter too. This really cool lighter. I used that today too, by the way, JT. The only problem with Bill is he feels bad because he's not as fast as me with the knife anymore. Like he used to be the flicker. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. We're gonna do a live stream one of these days. We're gonna do a flick off. 500 flicks. No mistakes.
I think when he gets about another month or two on carnivore, he's gonna be double your time, man.
I don't know.
You're just gonna look and it's already flicked out. You're not even gonna know how he does it.
I've been practicing. Well, actually, I had some downtime on the cruise because I couldn't take it with when we went on vacation. So I'm a little rusty right now, but getting back into the swing of things. We got another super chat. Hey, thank you guys so much for the super chats. There's always new people on here, so I got to repeat myself real quick. Every penny from super chats goes directly to our Carnivore Diet documentary. On the top of the screen, Healing Humanity, donate.healinghumanity.movie. Every single penny goes to the documentary. If we do this whole documentary and there's $1,000 left over, I will not touch a single penny of that. That'll get rolled over into doing the series or doing another episode or movie or something like that. So $27.99. Thank you so much. This is from Two Big Foots.
Hey, I like Bigfoot.
All my life, I've been frustrated over not being able to hear wanteds and follower stories in songs. Pretty sure this is just part of the carnivore fixing my brain. Cameron, shout out Cameron. I know who you are. Cameron, you figured out how to do this. I was talking to Cameron on email. I don't know if Cameron wants to give it away or not, but Cameron was involved in one of our videos we did earlier, and just an incredible, incredible story. Like, Cameron, I just want you to know this, and everyone that did that depression video with me, I really mean this sincerely. It's like we are brothers and sisters. If you've been through some sort of mental health depression like that, some people, I'm not trying to exclude anyone, you're all brothers and sisters, but it seems like there's like a kinship there or something. And when I heard Cameron's story, it just broke my heart. It's like, I don't know, it's the empathy or what, but I could just feel the pain that he felt. And I'm probably not even feeling a fraction of the pain that he actually went through, but I've been there to some degree, so I can feel it a little bit. And man, Cameron's story was just crazy. So thank you, Cameron, for sharing your story with the world. And I really believe that's going to inspire a lot of people. Hey, I got to say one other thing on that. So I'm talking about the depression video we did, right? Mm-hmm. Cameron was in that video. Cameron, leave another comment if you want me to share more on that and specifically who you were. Otherwise, I don't know if you want to remain anonymous. I won't do that. As a result of that video, Cameron, I just want you to know this. Dr. Georgia Eid, world famous, Harvard, Dr. Georgia Eid. She, Dr. Tony Hampton introduced her to me, and now she's going to be on my channel in the beginning of January. And she's been in documentaries and everything, and she has been talking about nutrition and mental health for a very long time, and she has this big book coming out about it. So she's going to come on the channel, and this is just like snowballing. So long story short, your story, Cameron, is inspiring people. There's people that were hopelessly depressed, and they're like, Cameron,
go ahead, Kerry.
Oh, I can. Okay. Maybe I should pull that up. Cameron was the very first individual in that video. So if you guys watch that depression video, the very first person that came on the screen was him.
Shout out to Cameron.
Yeah, and he just had just a really touching story for sure. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. I want to make sure I said
everybody smash the like button. There should be at least 200 likes on here because we've had over 200 people on here. So there should be at least 200 likes on this video. Otherwise, somebody is sleeping before Santa even comes.
Yes, and everyone check out JT's channel. I have a link in the description below. We got to get him up to that 100,000 subscribers. It's gonna happen. Let's get it before 2024. Here we go. Sorry, I'm going to just share this beginning part real quick. It's just these stories that people sent. Yourself too, JT. So touching. Like, I don't know. It's really got me fired up. This isn't the documentary. This was like a precursor to it, but this is Cameron right here.
Okay. Yeah, he had a great story.
There is no hope.
I didn't have any hope.
I had given up hope.
I had lost hope, honestly.
Just completely hopeless.
And I'm happy I found your channel. I'm following you and Dr. Barry and Dr. Anthony Chatty, and you're my inspiration.
Oh man, that gets me every time. So if you guys haven't seen that video, it's on my channel. I believe you should question people's intentions. Question my intentions. My only intention with telling you to watch that video is because I think it will help people that are hopelessly depressed in a prison of depression like I was for so many years, like Cameron was, like JT was, to see those examples and how they overcame it with nutrition. It's just incredible. It's nothing I did that's incredible. It's Cameron's story. It's JT's story, them sharing their story in that video. And talk about providence, Bill Knott in the chat. Bill Knott and I are always talking about providence. The way all of these stories melded together perfectly, it was like a puzzle. I didn't even hardly have to edit it. Like you saw in the beginning, I was hopeless. I was without hope. I didn't prompt anyone to. I didn't say talk about hopelessness. I didn't say anything. And all these stories were so similar and similar results at the end. They fixed their nutrition and they got off of all of these, some people after years and years or decades, and changed their life forever. It's like, how can we not be fired up and want to share that story with the world? I'm just thinking, JT, think back to when you were horribly depressed.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it like it was yesterday, and I remember I would have done anything for just a little bit of relief, and here we have the answer. And I know right now there's millions of other former JTs and former Kerrys out there right now that are horribly depressed at this very moment, and they're clueless. The only option they think they have is this. So we got to get the word out on that thing more. But
even if we and you gotta walk around every state, man, and meet all these people, man, we're gonna do it. We got big stuff coming up.
Oh, I got to do one more shout out on the depression thing. Carnivore Soldier, Larry, amazing individual. He's interviewing veterans, PTSD, depression, first responders.
Mission Carnivore, that's his mission.
Mission Carnivore. He said, if I could save one person from suicide, it'll all be worth it. He's amazing. I talked to him earlier today. I said, I want you on my channel. I want to share the work you're doing because it's amazing. Selfless. Again, look at people's intentions. What are Carnivore Soldier's intentions? He's trying to help people. He's a good person. He's one of the good ones out there. So got to share that. Hey, speaking of some of the good ones, man, this is going nuts here. Frederick Brown.
Let's go. It's my dude.
Hanging with the Browns. Happy birthday, sir, Frederick. Would you believe this guy's 60 years old, JT?
Man, he's got arms like Stallone. Have you seen him cut up his steaks?
Yes,
Man.
I watched that cutting the ribeye. Yeah, I saw that one. He just turned 60. I left him a comment on the channel. Sincerely, I'm like, dude, you look like I'm 40. You look my age. That man just turned 60 years old. He's a carnivore. He's killing it. Shout out. Everyone go check out. We're just going to keep doing shout outs all day. I don't care. Shout out Frederick Brown, Hanging with the Browns. Frederick and G. They're two awesome individuals and doing some great YouTube videos too. Man, we're getting a lot of comments. It's hard to keep up on here.
That's good. Let's go. Are you guys awake before Christmas? Or are you guys already sleeping already? Let's go.
Right. Any more questions? Shoot some questions down or something interesting to talk about. What are you guys eating tomorrow?
The comments go faster. They're going kind of slow right now. Like you guys can type it in there. Let's go.
Bill Knott. Come on, Bill. Let's go. Bill, this is the New Year's challenge. We're gonna do a flick off.
He can
Bill,
see the blade. That's how he knew you were chumping, man. He said,
you can't
the blade, dude.
You can't like the frames per second on this camera. You're never gonna see me. I just opened and closed this thing 3 times. Did you see it?
Oh, Bill. Whoa.
When your blade disappears into an alternate dimension like mine does, then you have reached my level. Oh, that's awesome. He said something the other day, JT. He's like, Kerry, I flick this knife so fast, it splits the atom and creates a nuclear reaction. He said something.
Makes it Chuck Norris fast, man. That's about as fast as you can get, man.
Another shout out. Man, there's so many good people. Diane Elizabeth. Hi, guys. Happy to see you. Diane's amazing. Diane is awesome. Diane, that cancer roundtable video that you so kindly participated and bravely shared your story on, along with Jeff DeProsperous and Ronnie Campbell and Professor Thomas Seyfried. You see this memory, JT? I never would have been able to do that pre-carnivore. Just rattle these things off.
Dude, I'm honored that she let me share her story on my channel, man. She came on there, and I just, I've had a lot of family members that have beat cancer, and it means a lot to me. And she's got ovarian cancer like my sister had back in the day, and it just meant a lot to me that she came on my channel. So love you, Diane. I really appreciate that.
Yes. Yeah, shout out Diane Elizabeth. You guys have to check out her channel too. Let me just show this real quick. It's kind of fun pulling stuff up here. Cancer breakthrough. This is like my talking about intentions. These are my 2 intentions. Hopeless. What is more hopeless? The goal of the documentary is to help the hopeless. Being diagnosed with cancer, that can be hopeless, and having clinical suicidal depression for years, that can be hopeless as well. So those are some of the things I'm focused on. But here's Diane in the center. We also had Brad Jones, the director of Cancer Evolution, but we did this video with Professor Seyfried. Jeff was like, he's my hero. I want to have him on. Thankfully, Professor Seyfried wanted to do it. And this video has 340,000 views.
Love it. Wait till it hits 1 million, man.
The views, like people are like, oh, you're trying to get views. I don't care about the views. The comments, so many people are like, this has helped me. Like, no,
well, you need to get views if you want someone to watch it and have their life be changed. I mean,
right.
Need it, and it needs to be watched.
It's frustrating and it's encouraging. It's frustrating because there's so many comments from people saying, I was diagnosed with cancer. They never told me anything that Professor Seyfried has been talking about for 30 years. They only said chemo. They only said medicine. So we're going to do more and more videos like this to try to change that. And if you guys haven't done it yet, at healinghumanity.movie, we have Jeff's whole story. And
hey, there's Adam.
Hey, got to bring Adam on. We have Jeff's whole story, and we have a cancer action plan. It has Jeff's whole regimen on there. So, anyways, check out Diane Elizabeth. Huge shout out. And
love you, Diane.
Carnivore today.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Oh, man. Look how festive he looks. It's awesome. How's it going, Adam?
Fantastic. We just got back from the Ark Encounter down in Kentucky, and blast. They had a lot of Christmas lights and things going on. Very cool.
You got them around your neck, man. You brought them back with you.
That's right. Yeah, drug them back home off their trees.
It's awesome. How have you been, Adam?
Fantastic.
Everybody say hello to Adam in the comments. Let's go. I want to see Adam's name at least 50, 100, 203 times. There's 203 people. Let's go.
Hi,
Adam.
everybody.
Adam.
I see you, Sandra. I see you, Beth. Rick, how you guys doing? Appreciate y'all.
Everyone's on here tonight, Adam. We got Bill Knotts in the chat.
Oh, celebrities. Nice. Very cool.
I was doing some here. I'm putting Adam's. I got to put it in the description here in the sidebar. Everyone got to check out Carnivore Today. Adam's got an awesome YouTube channel over there. If you aren't subscribed,
yesterday, Carnivore today, Carnivore tomorrow. He's all about it, man. Carnivore every day, man.
Right. Adam, we were talking earlier about
Adam. There you go, Adam. That's okay. We got like 5 or 10. There needs to be like at least 150 more.
There we go. Boom, boom,
Hey, Bill.
boom, boom.
Awesome.
All over the world.
Awesome, man. Let's go. Let's get this juking, man. Isn't it Saturday or is it like Sunday night and everybody's got to wake up early tomorrow? What's going on?
we're crashing the chat with the Hey Adams. This is awesome. Adam, we were talking earlier. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Some people struggle. Carnivore holidays. What are your plans tomorrow?
My plans, I basically don't go off plan. I'm to the point now where I can resist any temptations. Not an issue whatsoever. I've been doing this. I've practiced long enough, I guess you could say, that it's just not a temptation for me. It's a decision for me and my health, and it's no one else's decision. I don't cave to pressure anymore. There is a pressure from here and there, from time to time, and it's just it's not for me. I know what it's going to make my body feel like. I'm in control of me and my body, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So
nice. One thing I mentioned earlier, Adam, it was really cool. Dante said this in a video earlier, and he's like, if someone approaches you, Adam, during your family get together, like, why are you just eating meat? He said one thing you can ask him is just like, are you sure you want to have this conversation right now? I was like, that's a really good approach. I never even thought of saying that to someone because I know I'm going to get it tomorrow. I'm going to say that same thing. And then we were talking about Jack Reacher and like, remember, you wanted this. Let's go. Here we go. Because if they get me talking about carnivore, I'm not going to shut up about it.
Yeah, you asked for it. So let's go.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah, I've got the tomahawk ready to go. She's ready to go for Christmas Day. So
I got it.
They're still coming in, man. Everybody's saying hello, Adam. Let's go.
Adam, I got a prime rib. I'm gonna smoke it. I've never done this before. I've done ribeyes a million times. Prime rib in the smoker. I'm getting up early tomorrow morning. Big prime rib. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. You're gonna have to send me a picture.
Oh yeah, I will. It'll be on there. It's kind of fun too. Like I'm not gonna really have any temptation either, but I'm looking forward to eating the prime rib, and then there's gonna be turkey and other stuff too. But it'll be interesting with family there. It always is.
I love that. How about you, JT? What are you eating?
I don't know what they're gonna have there, but I'll probably just stick to like the ham, the turkey, just all that stuff. The summer sausage, that's about most carbs I'll have is in something with meat, Right. But otherwise, I'm gonna talk to them a little bit after this or tomorrow, and if they don't have anything I like, I'll just eat before. But I was telling Kerry that a lot of my family is starting to actually come around to keto and carnivore, so there should be some options. So
that's awesome, man. I love that.
Yeah, well, the less you bother them about it, I guess the more they're interested. So
I'll have to take a note
about it.
I'll have to take a note of that. Right. I was saying to Dante, I'm like, I have a feeling when my family, extended family, comes to visit, the husband and wife are probably like, whatever you do, don't mention anything about carnivore or steak to Kerry, or he will not shut up about it. Like,
don't even look at the meat. Just
go off and eat some vegetables and be quiet. It's pretty funny. Hey, shout out Lynn, our friend Lynn, Midlife Carnivore. Hey, Kerry and JT, nice to meet you two together. And Adam, this one came through before Adam jumped on.
Especially when you get the three of us together, it goes from 3 clowns to a circus, man.
Right?
Real fast.
We're doing lots of shout outs. Shout out Lynn. Everyone check out her channel, another great channel. And Lynn is going to be on my channel. And I think, did you have Lynn on your channel, Adam?
Yeah, I haven't released that video yet, but yeah,
She's been on
everybody
mine
go
too.
check her
She's-
channel out because
she's
I've been
making
having an
rounds.
issue with what do you call it? Histamines. And Lynn is an expert on histamines. I can't say she's a medical expert, but she knows a lot about this because she has mast cell activation syndrome, which deals with histamines a lot. And I just recently found out that I have somewhat of a histamine intolerance. So the smoked meat that you're talking about, Kerry,
Oh, that's right.
is a little bit of an issue for me right now, depending on how long it's smoked. So she's got a really great video on, histamine intolerance and foods that are high in histamine and ones that are okay on specifically for carnivore. So definitely go check out Lynn's channel, Midlife Carnivore, because she's got a lot of great content over there.
Yeah.
Smart woman. She's a smart woman.
And shout out Lynn too, because she's been just a huge part of behind the scenes Carnivore Diet documentary, our committee helping organize and put things together. She's just been amazing. So
She's
yeah,
like a
she's
Terminator, man. She's good.
check out her channel, Midlife Carnivore. She was with JT. She's going to be on Adam's channel, and then Lynn and myself are doing a video together in the new year. So that one's going to be a while. But in the meantime, check out Midlife Carnivore for sure. And I don't know if I said this earlier. Shout out Carnivore Transformer, our buddy Graham. Everyone check out his channel too. Another amazing
I love
person.
his workout videos, man. He gets me so pumped. And I know, like, when I do the video, I'm working out with my buddy. And I love that.
Yes, yeah. Graham's got some great videos going. Who's Your Carnivore? Another shout out there.
Yeah,
Check out
everybody
his channel.
put in the comments what you guys are eating for Christmas. Let's go. Let's
Yes.
I want to hear the good food.
Adam, I'm so sorry to hear about the smoked food thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would handle that. Though I've heard this. I don't know if you guys have heard this. The Lone Star tick, where you get bit by that thing and you can't eat any meat.
Right.
That's like first it would be the smoked meat, then that. Luckily, you don't have that. You could still eat meat, but I can't
Stay
imagine.
out of Texas, man. Stay out of Texas.
Right?
Yes.
Get the
Absolutely.
Lone Star tick.
Right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hey, Kerry, you mind if I share my screen real quick?
No, go right ahead.
I'll show everybody what it
All right,
looked
brace
like.
yourselves, you guys. Brace yourselves. I don't know what he shared.
See if I can find it.
Is
Window.
it something from Wayne's World?
No, it's from the Ark encounter tonight. So can you guys see that?
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's my lovely wife there in the front. And
Damn, that's a big ass boat, man.
It's a life-size Ark.
That is so cool. I've heard about this. Can you tell us a little more, Adam? Like, where was this?
It's Owenton, Kentucky.
Okay.
So it's maybe 30 minutes south of Cincinnati or so. So I'm a charter member of the Ark Encounter. So I invested some money before they actually built it to help them build it, just because I thought it was a really cool project and things like that. So, yeah, it's supposed to be a life-size Ark based on the dimensions that's placed out there in the Bible. So
wow.
Yeah, so it's absolutely massive. Let me see if I can
get
find
one of everything on there. That's pretty damn big.
Right. And here it is from the front. Or from
wow.
the side.
Wow, that's cool.
So that you can see on the left side of the boat is the door that God sealed, and it's got a cross lit up on it. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool being there in person and seeing it.
So, like, you go inside. How long do you spend at something like that?
You could spend probably 6 hours at least in there. So, yeah, if anybody's wanting to actually go, I have outreach tickets that I can give out to people. So, if anybody lives kind of in that area, or they're going to be traveling through and they want to stop through, shoot me a message, and if I've got the tickets, I'll give them to you.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Got a super chat from Todd there.
Let's see here.
My dude.
Carnivore Cure, Todd Bachnes. Hey, fellas, Merry Christmas. May your freezers be full of ribeyes.
Hey, they are. They just went down on sale for $6.99 by me.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, Todd. Again, shout out Carnivore Cure. Awesome YouTube channel. He was doing a live stream earlier with, I call her legendary Lindy, Limitless Lindy. Really, really good stuff. Appreciate it. And Todd was another huge part of the depression video we put together that I shared earlier that Cameron was in. So check that one out. Like, man, Todd, your story in there was crazy. So
Todd's another
Absolutely.
natural, man, at YouTube, man. I'm telling you, man, he's just, I can listen to Todd talk for hours, and I do, man. I'll put a live stream on with him and Lindy, and he just keeps going, and it's all good information. Like, Todd's awesome.
Todd is awesome. What I love about Todd too is some people are a little more reserved, but he gets pissed off, and he's just like, and rightfully so. Like,
He's got fire and passion.
yeah, he's fired up. So he's great channel, Carnivore Cure, Todd. Was I going to say something else about that? Check out Todd. Subscribe. Check out Todd. Oh, Todd, that was what it was going to be. Todd, I was going to ask you, what is your dog's name? Todd has the cutest dog. Todd's doing the serious depression talk, and then in the back I saw Todd's eye go like this just for a second, and his dog was in the back like playing on the couch behind him. You just barely see it. I think most people missed it.
I think his dog's name is Cosette.
Cosette, okay. It's a
a sweet dog, and he takes great care of her, and I got dogs too, and me and him text all the time about dogs, just being dog lovers, and
yep.
That's the dude, man. I love him.
Same here. And speaking of dog lovers, my dogs are carnivore now for 4 or 5 days. They're 50%
half
carnivore.
You're half carnivore.
Half. Yeah, I'm per Adam's wonderful advice. I'm easing them in, which I really appreciate, Adam, because I was going to go 100% carnivore, and I've heard a lot of horror stories, diarrhea, they get sick. So, but already today, this is no exaggeration. My daughter Alyssa, who isn't carnivore at the moment, she was like, "Man, Baxter's fur is like so soft and shiny. Like it was noticeably different." It's only been a couple days, so we'll see. We're going to do it for a little. I think we're going to go another week at 50-50, and then maybe do like 20%, and then they'll be completely off of the dry kibble, horrible food. Man,
I've had mine on half and half.
The fat that they're eating, man, it starts coming out in the coat quickly.
Yeah. Just one more quick thank you to Carnivore Cure Todd too. $10 super chat. Every single penny of that goes towards the documentary, so we really appreciate it. Like it is keeping this thing going for us for sure. And then we got one from Common Plant Queen, $10. What is the best way to donate to the documentary? Super chat, GoFundMe. I plan on donating regularly. The word needs to get out to the masses. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Common Plant Queen. The best way, like the biggest bang for your buck, is the GoFundMe. The super chats, YouTube takes a chunk of it. So the most bang for your buck is the GoFundMe, and that's always at the top of the screen or in the description. Donate.healinghumanity.movie. And again, thank you.
Donate money on YouTube. YouTube has a very big appetite, and
right.
Yeah,
they like to gobble up most of it.
Cameron asked a question for Adam here.
Uh-oh. Did you gather 2 of each animal to put on the ark as well?
That's
I ate them,
man. Kerry's got 2 goats that you can get and start off.
Yeah, let's go.
Goat meat.
Man, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Right, I don't know if my 2 goats are good candidates.
Right. Here's one for you guys. I got this in the mail. I'm going to do a review of this. Have you guys seen it yet?
No.
It's called Vril Dust. So it says that it is a seasoning powder made from grass-fed bison liver. So Nose to Tail, that did the sponsor for the 24-hour live stream with the bison liver crisps. This is a new product of theirs.
Okay, cool.
So they say that you're not supposed to taste it. So I'm going to do a taste test on video.
Ooh, they better be right.
Right. And we'll see if I can taste it or not.
If Adam tastes anything, he's going to let us know.
Absolutely. 100%.
All right. I have
we got to ask Adam what are his big plans for 2024?
Yes.
He's behind a little.
Let's go. No pressure.
2024, I have 30 interviews that I have to edit. So if I release one every 3 days, that's almost 3 months worth. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, but I don't want to do it all at once because, like, if you flood people with content, they're just like, they'll just shut it off, So, so I'm going to try to save some of the really good interviews for World Carnivore Month, and Kerry's is one of those, and I'm debating on whether or not, shooting that one out there on the 1st. It depends. Are people going to be hungover on the 1st and not want to watch Kerry?
Right.
I don't know. So yeah, so that's the big thing is getting all these interviews gone through, and I just want to put together more original content for my channel. A lot of different things. One of the things that we just recorded was put cat food recipe. So yeah, we've had that on the books forever, but it's weird because Kerry and I seem to be in sync. He's releasing videos at the time when I 2 months ago put on the calendar to record that when he released his video. So, but yeah, it's going to take a couple weeks anyways to get that edited and get that up. So.
And so they can expect to subscribe to Carnivore today, and there's going to be some videos coming. He's got the content. He just got to edit it.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, shout out Limitless Lindy.
Hey, Lindy, she's in here.
Legendary, the legend, Limitless Lindy. Awesome YouTube channel.
Legend.
Yeah. Man, we got everyone on here tonight. Bill Knott.
Yeah.
Adam, how's my sound? I'm getting people saying I'm too loud.
It's a little louder than JT.
Okay, here. Maybe.
Now it's way low.
Oh man, this thing is test. Right
there.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly where I had it before, but okay. I gotta work like this. I've had audio issues nonstop, and this is like the nicest mic I could find. But just lately, it's been fine for months. Just lately, I've been getting lots of comments. It's clipping. It's too loud. You're coming in louder than
all those ghosts in that theater, man.
Right.
So on your StreamYard settings, do you have the audio set to automatically adjust the volume?
Let me see here. Yes, I do.
And then echo cancellation, reduce mic background noise.
I got echo cancellation, but I don't have reduced mic background noise.
Come on, Kerry. What are you doing?
I have them all on. That's a new feature. That one just popped on there. All right, we'll try that.
There you go.
Sandra said I was fine before. Someone else said I'm loud. It's weird too because someone will say it's loud and then another person will be like, "No, it's not. It's coming through fine." It's really funny. That's what happens in the movie theater above me. We'll play a movie and people will come out in the lobby and they're like, "That's way too loud." And then another person will come in and they'll say, "Can you turn it up a little bit?" Like, what do we do?
I like my movies loud, man. I mean, you didn't come there to
I
sleep.
love it loud.
Yeah,
for sure.
Bill Knott wishing Todd a Merry Christmas.
Bill Juggernaut.
So here's a fun thing I wanted to ask you guys. If you were stranded on a desert island and you could only eat one type of meat, what would it be?
Ribeye.
Without a doubt, a ribeye.
Yeah, I guess that wasn't a great question. That's the same answer. I went on ChatGPT before this and said, give me some interesting, fun topics to discuss. Here's another one that said, this one might be more fun. Carnivore cooking fails. Share a humorous story about when you tried to cook a carnivore meal and you messed up.
Man, I got one for you guys. I tried to make Rick's pacemaker pizza. And man, he said to make it with the chicken crust, add some eggs and then blend it till it gets like a dough-like consistency. Well, I blended it too much and it was like drinkable. And I put it down on the parchment paper and it wouldn't crispen up. And then I was so pissed off. I was like, well, whatever. I put all this work. I'm going to put some damn cheese and pepperoni this. I'm eating it anyways. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. It was like I put mozzarella and pepperoni on something in the cat aisle. It was just horrible. And it's nothing against Rick's recipe. I just didn't do it right. I didn't do it right. And I think next time I make a pacemaker pizza, it's just going to be with a cheese crust. I cannot figure out the chicken shit. So
what about you, Ed?
Absolute fail. It was terrible. It looked terrible. I never put the video out because I wanted to make a video on it. I never put the video. I was like, this sucks, dude.
Nice.
Carnivore failure. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know that I've really had any other than burning food.
Right.
Or overcook. I guess the failure would have been overcooking hamburgers. I don't like hamburgers really. And it's always hard for me I'd like to have them, like a medium or medium rare, and I could never get them where I want. Never. I always overcook them. They're always like shoe leather when I'm done for some reason. So yeah, that's my carnivore fail. That's why I don't eat them.
I missed cooking things here and there, but once I dropped a ribeye on the ground.
Oh,
Oh, no.
You better rinse that thing off and threw it back on,
Oh,
man.
100%. It did not go to waste. I have no shame.
I was like, how damn dare you?
But it was so disappointing. It happened in like slow motion too. Because here was the thing I was doing was I'd
You
smoke
never
it.
did that at the McDonald's, did you?
No.
No, I'm messing with you.
I smoke it and then I reverse sear it, right? Well, I put it on, I have a cutting board and then I have a rack. And the rack, I put one on it and it slipped off the rack right onto the ground. But yeah, I salvaged it, but it was like slow motion watching it, like, no, and then just seeing it hit the dirty ground.
Yeah, you want to talk about having a heart attack on carnivore? That's if we're gonna have a heart attack on carnivore, it's because our ribeye just hit the dirt.
Right. Hey, I got to do one more shout out quick. Bill Knott, we already shouted him out a little bit, but someone was asking what he's doing for Christmas. Just some turkey that my family will bring over, and then I'll probably cook a simple roast for myself. I already had my once a month dairy and seafood treat. I gotta wait. If you guys didn't see this video, Bill's videos are awesome. His last video was his best video, and people missed it. Bill was having issues with his internet, and it was loading for like hours and hours, and it ended up dropping or publishing at like a very late hour. And then I think by the time everyone woke up, they kind of missed it because there was other stuff out there. It's such a shame. The video was incredible. Everyone go check out Bill's last video. He cooked shrimp and scallops. Oh, he did this like carnivore cream sauce. It says like his once a month treat, like he said on there, but it was a very, very good video. And unfortunately, some people missed it. So go check that out if you haven't
I
seen
didn't miss it. Did you miss it, JT?
I did miss that one. I'll have to share it on my community tab.
That's really good.
And you know who didn't miss it is my mother, because she does not miss a piece of Bill's content. And I told Kerry earlier, I don't know when's the last video of mine she checked out, but Bill, she's on top of every video. So
right,
Bill is definitely a superior YouTuber.
I think what he used in the recipe is not on my list of low histamine foods, the Parmesan cheese. So I think that may be an issue. So I don't know. I'm still experimenting, trying to figure that part of it out. But yeah, it wrecked me eating that smoked brisket. And then I had to smoke. It was double trouble. So I had smoked brisket and I had a 3-day aged ribeye that I had left in the fridge. It was a piece of it, like 3/4 of it, that I had left in the fridge for 3 days after it had been cooked also. So it was like double whammy. I'm getting the histamine from the brisket, histamine from the aged beef, and it wrecked me, man, for like 4 days. It was horrible.
Well, at least you know now, since this is sort of like an elimination diet, you know that that's something that doesn't work well with you.
Right.
You can try to avoid it now instead of always running into that problem.
Right.
Yep, absolutely.
Hey, for those of you
carnivore, right?
But that Bill's recipe looked amazing, though.
Yeah. Oh, I watched it late and I was like, I want some of that. The shrimp looks so good. So everyone on here that loves Bill, Bill's getting so many comments how people love him. Help the man out. Share that video. Share it on your community tab. Share it to Facebook. He works so hard on that video. So that'll be a really good little birthday present you guys can all give to Bill. I shared it on my community tab for sure. I'll post it on my Facebook too now that I think about it. So let's see. Sandra said, I do not miss a Bill video ever. Where did I go? I missed that one. There we go. Never. Awesome.
That's great. You got a fan there, Bill.
Bill, you're getting some requests to do more cooking videos. Yeah. What do you have, Bill? I'm trying to think now. You did the bacon burgers.
He's going to be on MasterChef one day or something like that.
Yeah. And that's what Bill's background was for those that don't know. Bill was a professional cook, chef, cooked all sorts of places. So he knows what he's talking about for sure.
Yeah, you can tell by him saying that I don't really measure things. It's just by feel.
Right.
I'm like, I can never do that.
He's a natural.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Bill, there we go. This is like a poll for Bill because I know Bill was talking about the new year and some plans for the channel and maybe doing some more different things on his YouTube channel. Looks like there's a big demand for more cooking videos for sure. What's so impressive too is the fact that Bill's cooking without a full-blown kitchen like most people have. To be able to cook some incredible food like that with an air fryer or a skillet, it's pretty awesome.
Absolutely, for sure.
And of course, Bill's just bouncing it back to me. Everybody share Kerry's video on carnivore helping to heal depression. That video is way more important than mine. It needs way more views. Thank you, Bill. watch them both. And shout out Bill, because Bill is in that depression video too, with a great part in it. So here we go. Question for Adam: where can we get your cat food recipe? Or maybe it's for me and Adam.
Well, I go to a website called hare-today.com, and don't ask me why they call it hare. Maybe they just sold rabbit meat to start with, but now they sell all different kinds of meat on there, and it's pre-mixed. It comes with tripe, which is like bones and organs and all that sort of thing inside the meat, ground up, and then I add in this supplement. It's called Alnutrin, which is just some aminos and some just different things that cats would need. It's just real small little scoops of it, and a little bit of water. You mix all that meat together, and then you just ounce it out. We use the small half jelly jars, ball jars, and put 3 ounces in each one of them, and put the plastic lids on them, throw them in the freezer, and good to go.
Nice. So I left it in the chat on the side. Just make sure you put the dash in, hare-today.com.
Yeah, it's not Carnivore Today. That's Hare Today.
Yeah.
Right.
They actually
Adam's
have like
sister
a calculator to, for how many cats you have.
Holy crap, a cat calculator?
Yeah, like how much your cat weighs.
A catulator?
Or dog. What kind of meat you want to give it. Like everything is laid out pretty well. It looks pretty intense, but if you sit down and kind of just take the time, read the material, everything is there for you.
I just want to add too, like I procrastinated getting my dogs on carnivore. Well, they were probably 30% before, just miscellaneous cooked food. Because I thought it was going to be such a big pain in the butt. It was way easier than I would have thought. It's a little messy. Fortunately, we already have a meat grinder, but it took like 15 minutes. And yeah, it was way easier than I thought. So
for sure.
The next time I do it, we're going to just do a bigger batch, because the only inconvenience was cleaning up the meat grinder and cleaning up the kitchen afterwards. So I did 40 pounds this last time. I think next time I'm just going to go nuts, maybe do 100 pounds. And we have a chest freezer in the garage. So it's just like doing a big food prep day, basically.
There you go. The only suggestion I would have is just make sure that your containers that you keep the meat in is glass. If you can, because especially if you're keeping it in plastic, if you get any like micro cuts and things like that in the plastic, the protein that's in the meat, it will essentially seep into that, and can cause issues down the line with contamination and stuff. So, yeah.
Good tip.
Yeah.
Carnivore Cured Todd Bachner said, Adam, try taking half ground beef and half bacon, chop the bacon in half in pieces, and mix the beef and bacon together and make burger patties out of that. It's awesome because it's so juicy. Yeah. You had me at the word bacon.
Unfortunately, bacon is on the high histamine list.
Oh no.
Yeah. But I don't eat that much bacon anyways, but I do love it. I stopped eating it just because it's just a mess. I don't like the cleanup, and I'm lazy. So
what about beef bacon? Is that high in histamine?
I'm not sure.
Try some beef bacon, see if that bothers you or not.
Yeah, if Lynn's still in the chat, maybe she can comment and let us know. I have no idea.
Here's a question from Joe. Any of you seen the channel Carnism is Cancer? Some of you guys are on it. I just took a quick peek. I haven't seen it, but here, let me share this. I don't know. I'm not promoting it.
I thought at first it was like carnies are cancer. I was like, oh no.
No, yeah, I think it's against carnivores.
Oh, geez.
Well, if it's against carnivores, Kerry's definitely on there.
Yeah, where am I? Come on, let's go.
Man, if they don't have the cow hat, they're slacking.
Right. Let me click on the channel here.
Of course, Joe Rogan. I see Jay with his shirt off. That's all to be expected.
Dr. Ken Berry. Oh, come on. I hope I'm on here. Yeah, this looks so dramatic too. Carnivore's killing her.
How many subs do they got? How many subs do they got?
Let's see. 541.
Dang, man, all that hating and they can't gain no subscribers. I wonder why, man.
Yeah.
I find that I
That's
gain a lot more
interesting.
subscribers by just spreading positivity, man, and filming myself doing things that I love to do. And yeah, I don't think hating on people is a good thing to make a channel out of. So
Right.
that's just me, though. You know.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, likewise. I have never seen this channel before, though. Thank you for sharing it. I'm not going to subscribe, but it's interesting.
Oh, come on, Kerry. They need the help.
Right. I wish I had a. I'll have to check on there again. Wow. Let's see here. Oh, that's true, Todd. I used to mix half burger, half bacon and make patties as well. Thanks for reminding me of that.
Nice.
How aged it is. Oh, for the beef bacon. Go one more comment down, Kerry, for Adam.
There we go. Lynn, for beef bacon, it would depend on how aged it is or if it's smoked.
That makes sense. So I can eat it if it's fresh. So that's good.
And not smoked.
Right.
Make sure they don't. I would go to your butcher and ask them for some belly cuts and make sure they don't try to do nothing funny with it.
Right.
Sandra's got one for Adam. Have you heard of Dr. Ben Lynch? He has histamine block you take before you eat something with histamine. His website is Seeking Health.
I have not heard of Dr. Ben Lynch. That's interesting. If I couldn't avoid something with histamine in it, I would definitely consider that for sure. But, I'd probably I'm going to try to abstain if I can, just not eat it and go that route.
Common Plant Queen. I want to convert my dogs to carnivores. Did you grind chicken, skin, and bones? Yes. The whole thing, which was weird to me too.
The little bones, and they'll look like little white pieces of turd in your grass, and it's just little tiny bone chunks, like the smalls that just didn't come out.
Right. I was worried about that too. I'm like, you just grind the whole bone up? That sounds kind of crazy, but that's what it was.
Yeah.
And that's what they eat in the wild, man. They wouldn't sit there and like say, "Oh, could you take the meat off for me, human?" They're gonna chow down on that chicken that they caught and just eat the bones
and the organs and everything.
Yep. It's a really good point too, JT, because I get that a lot. I've had people say that you got to cook the meat. I'm like, oh, really? So like a wild dog would catch a squirrel and then cook it? Like,
yeah.
Eating it raw. It's just
right. Here's an important point for those with the feline friends out there. So in the wild, I have been told, I'm not an expert on this, but cats in the wild will get 90% of their water content from the animal that they eat. So naturally, cats have sort of an aversion to water. They don't necessarily seek out water sources for water because they get it from their food itself. So if you have cats at home that won't drink, which is it's a big problem with a lot of cats. They'll get dehydrated and things like that, or they'll have issues going to the bathroom because they're eating that dry food, and the dry food is effectively, drying them out. Yeah, absolutely. So we had that issue with our cat. We're trying to get, flowing water bowls and all this crazy stuff, and they still didn't really want to drink that much. And man, I tell you what, their health is turned around quite a bit. They used to have somewhat painful times in the litter box and huge things that would come out and smelled god awful, like all cats do. But now they have no issues in the bathroom time, and it doesn't smell one bit, not one bit.
Now they've got tiny turds.
A lot smaller. Yes.
Nice. We got a question. What is the negative effect of histamine?
At least for me, it was nausea, upset stomach, a little bit of lightheadedness. And it lasted for days with me. So
you might as well have been eating duck food then. You're gonna feel like that.
I should have had that heart attack chicken.
Yeah. Well, that might not have gave you the histamine. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
If you're gonna try the pacemaker pizza, though, just be careful, man.
Right. But Raimo, I would suggest you go watch Midlife Carnivore's video on histamines, because she lays out, everything, symptoms and foods that you can eat and should probably stay away from and all that sort of thing. It's a really good video.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I think we got all the questions here. Let me see if I missed any other ones. Cameron said, my dogs gets all my cooked chicken bones and never a problem. Also get all the fat I can't eat. Hey, Cameron, one last thing I wanted to say. We've been chatting on email a little bit. If you are ever interested in sharing your story or doing a video, would absolutely love to. Adam Cameron, I think, was before you jumped on. Cameron was the main person in the depression video earlier. So Cameron and I were talking. He was having trouble like leaving comments in the live chat. So it looks like we got all sorted now, which is cool. So
that's cool.
I think we got all the questions. I think maybe we'll wrap it up there. This has been awesome. I got to just do a quick, huge shout out. Adam, Carnivore Today. Go check out his channel. If you're not subscribed, you're missing out. Adam interviewed me. He's got all these interviews coming up. JT, Poco
Adam
Moonshine
was my
Family.
first interview on Chatting with Carnivores.
Nice.
It was my first. So I always going to have a special spot for Adam.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love that, JT.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun.
Go subscribe. These are two good guys. And then everyone we talked about in the comments for sure. Really appreciate it.
Me and Adam, we're on our way to 100,000 subscribers. Make sure you go subscribe. Right, Adam?
Absolutely. For sure.
Subscribe, share.
Yeah. Subscribe to Kerry, JT, everybody in the space, because, you know, like Kerry said, and it's a common phrase, rising tide lifts all boats. So
yeah.
Absolutely.
And Bill, not everyone, give Bill a good present. Christmas present. Everyone loves Bill. Go watch that video. Share it. Wouldn't that be amazing if Bill woke up tomorrow?
Make t-shirts. Be like Bill.
Be like Bill. Yeah. Bill wakes up tomorrow and his video's got 100,000 views. That'd be amazing. It's
nice.
Definitely doable.
Views, man. Let's go.
People don't realize just by sharing that, YouTube will see, oh, Adam shared this video. It must be good. Adam's vouching for it. And then YouTube will raise it up higher and then it'll get more subsequent views. So even if you just share it, even if you don't have a huge audience, it can go a long way. So
I always laugh. They talk about the algorithm. They are the algorithm. We are the algorithm. When you like something, share something, comment. I mean, you're the algorithm. There is no algorithm without you. Whatever you do determines what that thing's going to suggest.
Absolutely. Sure. This movement is it's only going to happen by boots on the ground effectively. So we have to be the force behind it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Foot soldiers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
I posted my new mantra earlier, 24 times a day. I'm thankful, grateful, blessed. Thankful, grateful, blessed for sure. I'm thankful for everyone in here in the comments. Like the community is just amazing. So appreciate you all. Have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy your family.
Don't eat those cookies, you guys. Behave.
Everyone, come on.
That ass.
Adam, do it with us. Let's go, JT. Beep.